dynamic programming, right? And this is what up to here we solved, and due to some emergency meeting, I hope I left the meeting and I went right in the middle. Okay. Uh, so we were discussing about the traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming, and so here the problem says the salesman will be starting from the vertex, and he will visit all the vertices, and he should return back to the same vertex from which he started, and we will consider the shortest distance he should follow, right? The shortest distance he should follow to complete his tour, right? So for that, one of the brute force model we designed in the previous class, it is for this particular graph. For this particular graph, distance matrix is given here, and so assume that we are at a vertex. Assume that we are at vertex. We are starting from the vertex one, and the possible routes available for the salesman are either he can go to vertex 2, or he can go to vertex 3, or he can go to vertex 4, right? Now once he goes for this vertex 2, he goes for this vertex 2, then the possible routes for him are either he should go for the vertex 3, or he should go for vertex 4. Assume that he went for vertex 3, then possible route is only he should go with vertex 4 and again return back to the starting vertex 1. Suppose if from vertex 2 he goes to vertex 4, then he will go to 3, again he will return back to 1. Now, these are the various possible feasible solutions we are having for the traveling salesman problem. But our goal is to obtain an optimal solution. What is that optimal solution? What is the optimal solution says? We will select one feasible solution that fulfills the function objective. What is our function objective here? What is the objective of the salesman? He should complete his tour with a minimum distance, right? Means out of this possible feasible routes or feasible solutions, we will select one solution as optimal solution, that is having minimum cost or minimum distance, minimum tour cost or minimum tour distance, right? So this is what our function objective, the feasible solution which satisfies this constraint will we will select that as a optimal solution, right? uh, and also we have drawn and we have calculated the various distances from for each of the route. So if we are at vertex 4, then obvious thing is we should return to vertex 1, so the distance is 8. Suppose if we are at vertex 3 in this path, then we should go to 4, then 1. Suppose if we are at vertex 2, uh, then we should calculate which is a minimum route we should follow, either 2 to 3 to 4 1, or 2 to 4 4 to 3, or 1, right? So that's what we calculated, and we made some of the values available for this graph, right? So this is what the brute force method we are having, and we have seen a solution using the brute force method. Right? Our goal is not to go with the brute force method. Our problem is we should use the dynamic programming method, right? We should use the dynamic programming method. So for that, we designed one formula which states that how to obtain the shortest tour of a traveling salesman problem, right? Suppose if I am starting from vertex 1, right? If I am starting from vertex 1, if I am starting from vertex 1, then what I should do? Then either I can go to 2 or 3 or 4, right? If starting vertex is 1, then what are the available routes for me? That is 2 or 3 or 4. So that is cost of G to all these available routes is equals to, we will find the minimum of cost of IK plus the cost of uh, K uh, to all other remaining vertices minus this particular vertex which we are selecting here, right? Which we are selecting here. Okay. Now we will solve. We will try to solve using. We will try to solve using dynamic programming, right? So we will use this formula, right? So thus can we write what is the cost of? Suppose assume that we are at vertex two. We are at vertex two, right? We are at vertex two at the last vertex. Assume that we are at vertex two. Okay. Assume that we are at vertex 2 right here, so we should return back to 1. So let us take that is the set is not there, so we'll take it as empty set. Okay, the cost of suppose from 2 we should return back to 1, so that is empty, so we are taking empty, so that is equals to that is nothing but 2 to 1, right? Cycle when we are starting from vertex 1, again we should reach to vertex 1. So kindly observe here, when we are at vertex 2, then our returning cost, so is next is empty, we are having 5, so it is cost of, so when we are at a 2 and return to 1, returning cost to 1, that is from last vertex to the starting vertex when we are finishing the cycle. So what we are having, say of 2 to 1, see 2 to 1 is 5 we are having. Similarly, suppose if we are at vertex 3, suppose if we are at vertex 3, we should return back to vertex 1. What is the cost of 3 to 1? What is the cost of 3 to 1? 3 to 1. You can just see this graph. You can just see this graph. So 3 to 1 it is 6. Suppose if we are at vertex 1, sorry, if we are vertex 3, then returning to 1, that costs 6, right? That costs 6. Suppose if we are at vertex 4, then no need to go to any other vertex, directly come back to first vertex, that is C of 4 to 1. So what is the cost incurred here? 8. You can just see when we are at vertex 4, when we are at vertex 4, to come back to the vertex 1, the cost of that is 8. Or you can refer this, you can refer this, you can refer this. So 4 to 1 it is 8, right? It is 8, right? Now we finished the last one. Now assume that one step above we are going, that is okay, that is, suppose if we are going with a g of, suppose if uh, we are at vertex 2, okay, vertex 2, now just to see when we are at vertex 2, okay, when we are at vertex 2, observe here when we are at vertex 2, 1 is to 3 we should go, again 3 to 1. Please observe here the mouse pointer. When we are at vertex 2, we should go to 3, then to 1. This is one path. Similarly, from 2 to 1, we should go from 2 to 4, 4 to 1. Okay, that both we should consider. That is 2, when we are at vertex 2, then through 3 we can go and we should find this. Similarly, when we are at vertex 2, 4, if I select this 4, then we should find these two. Okay, so how to find these two? What is our formula says? What is our formula says here? It is equals to, it is equals to this one. What is our formula says? So 2 to 3, you just observe here. If I want to go 2 to 3 plus 3 to 1, so 3 to 1 already we calculated here, right? Already we calculated here. So it is equals to 2 to 3 plus 3 to 1. Yes or no? 2 to 3 plus 3 to 1. So what is that? So C of 2 to 3 plus the cost of 3 to 1. Understood? Okay. Now what is this 2 to 3? C of 2 to 3. You just observe here. So C of 2 to 3 means 2 to 3, it is 9, right? So 9 plus it is equals to 9 plus what is G of 3 comma alpha? It is 6. Sorry, G of 3 comma 5, it is 6. So it is equals to 15. Similarly, this one. So it is C of 2 to 4 plus the cost of 4 to 5, that is 1. So it is equals to 2 to 4 is, what is 2 to 4 we are having? 2 to 4 is 10. So it is equals to 10 plus 4 comma 5 we are having 8. So it is equals to 18. That is what we got here. You just observe uh, here we got 15 and here we got uh, 18, right? Sorry, which one? This one, 18. So here we got through 4 if we are going to 1, then we are getting 18. Through 3 we are going to 1, then we are getting 15. So we calculated now. Similarly, we should calculate for remaining, that is 3 to, we just observe where we are having. So if you are concerned 3 to 4 we should go, again 3 to 2 we should go, right? So these two also you can calculate. So it is 3 to 2 is 1. Similarly, it is 3 to 4, right? We should calculate this one. So similarly, what we should calculate? So we should calculate again, it is 4 to, so 4 to, suppose if we are having at vertex 4, then we can go to 3, then to 2, right? So it is 2 and here it is 4 to 3, right? We should calculate all this one. Similarly, you calculate this. So what happens? It is, what is this? So C of 3 to 2 plus G of 2 to 1, G of 2 to 1. So it is equals to 13 plus 15. How we are getting 13? 13 is this one, 2 to, which one? 3 to 2. 3 to 2, it is 13 plus 2 to 1, it is 5. So 13 plus 5, it is 18. Right? 13 plus 5, it is 18. Similarly, calculate this. So it is C of 3 to 4, right? Plus G of 4 to 1. If you see this graph, then you can easily understand. Suppose if we are at G of 3 to 2, means 3 to 2 we are going. One is this path, 3 to 2, 2 to 1. Other one is this one, 3 to 4, 4 to 1. So here we should get 20 and here we should get 18. So one we got 18. Let us check whether we will get this 20. Okay. So now here, so it is equals to, what is 3 to 4? C of 3 to 4, it is 12. So it is 12 plus 4 comma 5, it is 8. So what we are getting? It is 20. Clear? Are you getting, or any doubt is there? No response? Kindly respond, please. Is there any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay. Similarly, you calculate this G of that is cast of 4 to 2 and 4 to 3, and you tell me the answer what we are going to get here. Similarly, you calculate and tell me. What answer you are going to get for this?
Thirteen.
13. Very good. And for this one?
15.
15. Very good. So now we found this all second level is finished, right? When we are at a 2, what is the cost incurred to return to 1? So when we are at a 2, we are having two routes. One is through 4, other one is through 3. So that we finished here. When we are at a 3, through 2 and through 4, how to return to 1. Next, similarly, when we are at 4, to through 2 and through 3, how to return to 1. So we finish at second level. Next, go for third level, that is two remaining vertices, right? What are the remaining vertices for 2? We are having 3 and 4, right? The remaining vertices we are having 3 and 4. So that is when we are at vertex 2, we are having two paths here. One is through 3, other one is through 4, right? So one is 3 we are having, other one is 4 we are having. Okay. Now, so for this we are having formula minimum of, you can just see here, this one. Okay. So minimum of C of ik. C of ik. So it is equals to minimum of, so C of ik, I is 2 and k is 3. Okay. So here I is this one and k is this one. Okay. So that is C of 2 to 3 plus what is it says? G of k to remaining vertices minus k, right? K to remaining vertices minus k. So here if you are selecting this k, then from this you remove this k, and what will be the set here? Suppose assume that here k is 2. Assume that here k is 2. Assume that k is 2. Then what will be this g? So g of 2 comma. So if k is 2, k minus means 3 comma 4. Okay. So like this we should write. So here how we'll write here? Suppose if k is here 3. So here we selected k as a 3. Then it will be g of k comma the set minus k, that is only 4 we are having. Okay. So next this is one value. This is one value we are having, right? Okay. So it is C of 2 to 3 plus the cost of, if I select this k as 3, so it is 3 comma 4. So this is one. Other one is, if I select this k as 4, if I select this k as 4, what happens? So C24 plus G of, if I select k as 4, then it is 4 to 3. Okay. Now you select. See, already we calculated these values. So you minimize this, we will get minimum of, what is this? C of 2 3. How much we are getting? 2 3 is 9, right? It is 9 plus G of 3 to 4 is 20. So this is one. And next C of 2 to 4. So 2 to 4 we are having 10. 10 plus 4 to 3, already we calculated here it as 15. So here it is 15. So we are getting minimum of 29, 25. So we are getting it as 25. Similarly, you calculate for the remaining. Similarly, you calculate for the remaining. What are the remaining we are having? See, one path, if you select here 2, then we are finding the minimum here. See, next is 3 and 4 is there. So you should calculate. If you are going for the 3 instead of 2, then so you calculate G of 3. What are the remaining vertices we are having? 2 comma 4. So this is one, you should calculate and tell me. And again, similarly, if you are going with 4, so remaining vertices are 3 comma 2 or 2 comma 3. So calculate and tell me the answer. Yes, what is the answer for this? Suppose if you selected as 3, then What is the answer for this?
25.
Very good. What is the answer for this?
23.
Very good. So here we are getting 23. Now this level is also finished, right? Now finally you go for this one. Finally you go for this one. So what happens? Right? So final step, you calculate G of, suppose if you are at 1, then remaining vertices are 2, 3, 4. Now we are having here option as 3 vertices. We are having option as 3 vertices. So now here you select minimum of, here you, instead of one value, sorry, instead of 2 values, here now you will get 3 values. Okay. Instead of 2 values, now you will get 3 values to compare with the minimum. Is it right? Everyone got the same answer? Kindly check your answers. So here we are getting it as 35. So from the brute force method, whether we got the same answer? Yes, 35. Right? So in the examination, kindly remember, this is just for your understanding purpose only. I wrote this one, that is this tree. Okay. In the examination, by this formula only you should solve. Okay. In the examination, by this formula only you should solve if it is asked for dynamic programming. If it is asked to solve with dynamic programming, then you should solve by using this formula only. This tree, it is a brute force method. Okay, it is a brute force method, but it is not there in your syllabus. But you should solve only with this formula, dynamic programming method. Kindly remember. Okay. So now you can just write, once you finish this. So this 35 we got. So what is the route? It is followed by the traveling salesman problem. How we got this 35? That is this one. So 1 to 2 we are going, right? 1 to 2 we are going. Next 2 to next, what is this? 2 come 2 to 3 4, which is the minimum there? 2 to 3 4 here. So minimum is 25. 25 means this one. 2 to 4 we are going. Again 4 to 2 to 4 we are going. Next 4 to 3 we are going. Next 3 to 1 we are going. Right? So that is what you should write path here. So starts from 1. Traveling salesman starts from 1, 1 2. So here how we got this 35? So 1 to 2. So he goes to 2, then 2 to 4 he will go, 4 to 3 he will go, again 3 to 1 he will come. So this is the path which is followed by a traveling salesman problem using dynamic programming. So this path gives a minimum cost or the minimum distance tour. Okay, whether it is the same 1 2 4 3 1, 1 2 4 3 1. Yes, you can just check here in the brute force method also we got the same path. 1 to 2 he will go, 2 to 4, 4 to 3, again 3 to 1. So in the brute force method also we got the same answer. Yes or no? Clear? So any doubt here? Once again I am repeating, kindly don't use this brute force method if it is asked dynamic programming. If it is asked dynamic programming, then using this formula you should solve. Kindly remember, using this formula only you should solve. Okay.